Hey guys, System here, and this is FTB Skies. I'm having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and jump back to the pack. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. And now let's go ahead and get back into it. In between episodes, I got a new version of the pack, 75 new quests, I believe, and a few more quest lines as well. Not sure how many, but we're getting progress. We're getting closer to release, so that is pretty cool and pretty rad there. Also, I have Zoom again, so that's cool. Over here, we have the Wandering Trader, so that's cool. This guy sells elytras now, so that is actually really useful. Another thing we got a reward in the main quest line is this item here, Rain Shield. So over here in the Food and Farmers, go to this quest line here. When you first make your bed, you get one of these things, and when it rains, it basically disables the rain. It says the Rain Shield provided by the quest reward will completely disable the rain. Rounded for those who hate a nice rainy afternoon, which is nice because, well, these are custom dimensions, right? So every player, when they load in, they get their own kind of dimension here. And this is going to make it so... yeah, usually you could use /weather clear is basically what I'm trying to say. And you can't in these dimensions. It doesn't work. So that's the thing. Also over here, our Amethyst is all grown and ready to be harvested. We'll grab this in a few minutes here. Probably get into a refined storage system. So that's cool. As well as our meshes. We'll have to get to them too. You can tell they're fully grown too easily by looking at the top there. It says rectification. So you know it's done. This one here is not fully grown. So it doesn't say that, right? So you can actually take these, put them down. They'll actually... interact with enchanting tables, right, for apotheosis. So that is pretty cool there. Also, I went ahead and, I guess I got a moss block. So I got a free moss block here from Questline. And if you put it on a pedestal with one of the upgrades there, and then use a tool, so that tool there, that shovel that I put on there, has Silk Touches, one we got for the Questline. It'll make it so harvest grass. So that is pretty cool there, and I thought that was pretty useful. So anything else I do, or anything else that changed? I'm trying to think here. I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. I think so. A lot of stuff, but either way. The first thing I'm going to get today, I think it's going to be, where's it at here? The inventory systems over here. There you go. In this quest line here, I want to get into Refined Storage. So we have two different routes here. We have one for A2, one for Refined. You may notice this one is going to take the Flux crystals, right? So that is what that's going to take there. But this one also takes Flux crystals. So it's kind of been unified. So it doesn't matter which route you do. You still have to do a little bit of inscribing. Less with Refined, but you still have to do it. And you still need Flux, right? So even the cables from Refined Storage are going to take the Flux crystals. So we're going to have to go through this process here. Actually go ahead and make some of them. And at some point, we're probably going to have to automate this process as well. So something to keep track of. The other thing is this here, the controller. Yeah, the controller's going to take that. Where was the other thing? Oh, yeah, the processors, right? So the processors, I noticed that as well. Go to here and go to the raw basics. They take the printed silicon, right? So we're going to have to at least have some inscriber set up to get us printed silicon as well, even for Refined. Even though I'm not doing A2, you still have to use some inscribers. Of course, the inscribers don't actually need channels, but the advanced one would, so you'd have to have some channels to do the advanced inscriber. But we'll approach that when we get to that point, right? So I think we're going to go ahead and work on that. Oh, also, I made the time in the bottom. It has 2 hours in it. Oh, I was AFKing. Oh, one more thing I should mention before we push forward here, too. There's 2 events associated with these amethysts here. So the way we got our amethyst was visiting the nether villages, right? So it was, it's up here, I think, right? Is it X nil? Yeah, and here. This is the other way of getting it, right? So the other way of getting that budding amethyst is crafting a Manasteel mesh will make you more noticeable to magic users in the world. If you're lucky, a fairy. So after you make a Manasteel mesh, you kind of trigger the event, right? So it makes it so the event can fire. If you're lucky, a fairy might spawn and convert a nearby diamond block. So you put down some diamond blocks, and it'll convert that that diamond block into a budding amethyst. So that is the other way of getting that, right? So it's like you put down diamond block, you wait for a bit, could be like 20 minutes. I don't know the time frame, but it'll slowly, or in time, turn into a budding amethyst. And that's the other way of getting that, right? So that's kind of how that works there. There was one other event as well, and I wanted to mention that one, is here, this endstone. I have 4 of that. And the way I got that was once you have the budding amethyst and it's in your world, you have access to another event where every once in a while an endermite will come out of the budding amethyst. You kill that endermite, and you drop each time, I guess, was 2 endstone. So with that endstone, we'll be able to set up our last pedestal. Well, not our last pedestal. Our last, I guess, crushed material, I think is what it is. And then, I don't remember what we get from crushed endstone. I should probably check that. No, not, I don't know what I was spelling. Crushed? Crushed endstone, go to Right there, go to use on that. It looks like we're going to end up with dimensional shards and ender pearls. So, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to get set up here. Maybe we'll go ahead and do this first and then go into refined storage. So let's go ahead and get this endstone set up here. We need a endstone brick, so we'll just use a stone cutter here. And we'll go ahead and head over here and set this up. I realized we actually have to go ahead and do some Botania too. So I was wrong in my thinking that we were going to be able to jump straight into an inventory system. We actually need some Manasteel. What I missed was this here. The Manasteel mesh actually has to be used to make the Amethyst mesh. So we need a little bit of it, not a ton, but we definitely need to go ahead and do that because we can't get Certus otherwise, right? So I guess that's the thing. Anyway, let's go ahead and drop you off, pop you here, and then go ahead and put you here, right? And that should start making, hopefully, crushed endstone. Hopefully. Wait. Maybe? Did I put that down the right way? Oh, there it is. It is up there. I wasn't paying attention or something. But anyway, we got our crushed endstone. Also notice the crushed endstone requires Manasteel mesh at least. So we can't even use that yet. So let's go ahead and drop that off. But it's set up and ready to go. We need to do some Botania though. So what we're going to do is grab some of these flowers here. So let's go ahead and grab a bunch. Doesn't really matter. We got that message at the bottom there. Getting a cup of tea. Let's go to /events. That one was, you know, great at first, but I don't need to see it constantly. Tea, and then... Is that it? Yeah, off. There you go. So we'll go ahead and turn that event off right there. The flowers, let's go ahead and... I should probably keep some poppies, actually. Let's use these ones, and these ones. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves a bunch of floral fertilizer. Well, apparently we must have a little of it somewhere, because it just stole it all. Which means it's putting it into a chest somewhere, right? Go ahead and hunt that down. Yeah, it's right there. We've got 29 of that. Maybe go ahead and make a little bit more of that, actually. Do that, and that. Get as much as we can, just so we get a bunch of flowers, and we don't have to think about it. I think we have one of the flower pouches as well. Where's that at? Pouch. Do I have a pouch here? I think I have one. Ah, there it is right there. Go ahead and grab you. Go ahead and make a wee bit more of this. Sweet. And that should be good enough, actually. Let's go ahead and drop that off. And this should take no problem at all, or should be no problem now. I think we can plant anything on this grass now, too. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Sweet. I don't think we were able to do this before. Oh, I guess this is Botania grass. Makes more sense. Something changed with this grass. We could do something with it. I think you can hoe it now. I think that's the thing that changed, right? I don't think we could previously. So that's good there, and that's all in these, all in the flower pouch, right? So that's good. I think we need mystical whites at first. I think we're going to need red. We're going to need brown. And where's a light gray? That's a light gray there. Because we're going to go with this one here, the Endoflame, to actually produce mana, right? So let's go ahead and jump over here. We need ourselves a Petal Apothecary. So we need one of these. I have no dye. No dye at all. Or maybe it takes one of these dyes. Doesn't matter. Let's just do this real quick. And then we should be able to make that. There you go. And what else do we need here? Probably some buckets. Do I have some buckets in my backpack? Go ahead and grab that. Go ahead and grab you. And we just need to make a couple flowers here. We need to make a pure daisy to start off. So actually, I should make sure I'm grabbing the quest line here too. Where is it? Make sure we're doing things in order. Yeah, pure daisy. Oh, this is going to give us some flowers anyway. I should have used these actually. These here. These. Yeah, these. Oh no, they turn to dye. Wait, what can you use these for? Can't remember what you could use these for. Oh, they can be used to make the pure daisy, right? Yeah, we can just use these for the pure daisy, I think, right? We'll actually make 2 pure daisies either way, right? So let's go ahead and, I think you just throw these in here, right? Is that right? Yeah, you do that, then you put a seed in, right? There you go. That's how you do that. So we've got a pure daisy. We'll make 2, though, just so we can do a little bit more here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then give it a seed. Oh, no, they have to be in petal form, right? So if you get an item in there, you don't want it in there, you shift and right click, you pull it out. So I'm going to have to do that, I guess, 4 more times. There you go. Then you can just go ahead and craft these into the actual mystical white petals. Let's do that instead. Then throw 4 of those in there, right? Oops, 4. There you go. And then do that. There you go. So we've got 2 of those now. We'll need some stone and some wood here. I don't have much stone, actually. I need to get a pickaxe with silk touch on it. Then we get infinite stone. But anyway, that's fine there. That's there. That should be good. Good. Head over here real quick. Do that. Then 2 away. Do that there. Go ahead and throw down a bunch of stone. Just circle that thing. Let's start getting particles, and then it'll all get converted into another material here. Same here with the wood. It'll get converted as well. And while we're waiting on that, let's go ahead and grab another bucket of water. And we can start converting this stuff as well. Should probably keep a couple of these flowers too, actually. Just in case I want to do the 2 talls. Go ahead and that there. How many of these I want to grab? 6? 6 should be good. We'll go with 6 of these flowers. Do that and this here. There you go. I just remember these recipes too because I've done them so many times. Anyway, do that. Petal. We'll need the water. Then we need open hand, right? Oops. Let's do that there. So yeah, to get the endoflame, this is the recipe here. Let's actually get rid of one of these buckets too so it doesn't do wonky stuff. Actually, I only had 1 bucket. I just emptied the bucket, didn't I? Anyway, let's do that. Then you just put in a gray, a light gray, 2 of the brown, 1 of the red. There you go. You got your endoflame there. Throw in a seed. Then once you do the first one, you just go ahead and grab a bucket of water, put it in there, right click with an empty hand, and then just seed. So just a little easier after the first one. Then empty hand, and seed. There you go. Empty hand, seed. Just rinse and repeat, right? Empty hand, seed, and the last one. That should be good there. Empty hand, seed. There you go. That's good. This has been converted here. We got living wood and we got living rock here. I'm going to do one more set of this actually. Then we'll kind of go ahead and actually start making some mana here. Probably just gonna, I'm going to use the endoflames because they just use coal. So coal is an easy resource for us to get mana. Like I said, we only need like 24 right now, so not too worried about that. We do need a, what is it here? The pool. Go ahead and hunt down a mana pool here. Not diluted, regular mana pool. That is what we want there. We also need a spreader. So can you get off my screen so I can see the spreader? Yeah, mana spreader. We'll need 1 of these. And then we'll need a wand of the forest, right? So let's go ahead and grab 3 twigs. Apparently we're waiting on a little bit more wood. Give me wood, Ben. We'll go ahead and throw this down over here while we're waiting. Throw down our mana pool. So the mana pool will probably just sit somewhere here. Go ahead and grab our spreader. Spreader will sit here. Then we'll grab the wand, which we don't have yet. In a second, we'll be able to aim that thing. We'll just put down our 6 flowers, I guess. And we'll go ahead and grab ourselves whatever coal we have in here. It's so backed up right now. Yeah, see that? It's just filling up. These things have quite a buffer on them. I don't know how much it is, but it's a decent size. At least a couple stacks there. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab that. Go. We can actually get our twigs. And get ourselves a wand going. Then we can actually start producing mana, right? So let's go ahead and get you in here. We'll go with blocks because it'll be much quicker. You go. You can just use regular coal as well. We may automate Botania later. I don't know if we need to be honest, but we'll kind of see how it works out. But anyway, that is good. What do I have left here? Oh yeah, I was doing wand of the forest, right? Go ahead and put down a wand again. You go. We need 2 more of the twigs, right? You go. And then 1 more twig because I only grabbed 1. And there you go, wand of the forest. We're fantastic. Okay, we are good to go to actually start producing mana. So all we need to do is shift right click on that, then right click here. No, is it shift right click, right click? Wait. I thought that's all it was. Yeah, shift right click, right click. There you go. Now I aim it there. Since we put down the spreader first, then put down the flowers, they're all linked up already, so we don't have to link it up. And basically all we have to do is feed the flowers some of the coal, right? So let's go ahead and grab 6 of the blocks here. Throw it down. They're going to consume that and then start putting mana in here. Now, are these shaders going to be able to see the mana? I don't know. Really depends. Some shaders can see the mana, some can't. I don't know if these ones can. It's not looking like it. So if I hit 5 on my numpad, turn off my shaders for a second. There we go. We can actually see that the mana is being produced and it's coming in. I'm going to turn that off. I can see it on the bar there anyway. Tiny little blue line. Basically all we need to do is grab some of this here. Let's go ahead into here for a sec. Grab this. Head over this way. What is those little... What is going on? Do I have to reload my shaders? Why am I seeing like weird little lines? I'll have to figure out what happened there. But anyway, I should be able to throw this in here and start getting Manasteel. So we'll need a little bit of this, but we have enough for 2 so far. I'm going to let this produce for a little bit, and probably have to feed it some more coal here. They only burn so long. Using blocks burns 9 times as long, but it's still going to take a little while to actually produce the mana. But once we have, I don't know, probably about 12 or so, we'll set up our first 3 of the meshes, then kind of push forward from that point there, and then finally be able to get into a refined storage system. So we've got ourselves a good amount of Manasteel now. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a Manasteel mesh. Let's actually make like 4 to start. Then go ahead and grab ourselves some of the Amethyst as well. Go ahead and grab that. Sweet. A whole bunch all at once, which is not too bad. I can actually speed these up too now that we have these. Well, a little bit. Probably not super crazy. Maybe like ×8 just so they start again. See if they actually grow. You gonna do your thing? I think that'll work anyway. So at the time bottom, you just shift or right click on a block and it just adds like a check multiplier, right? Are any of them gonna start? Or are you making a liar out of me? Maybe they don't work on this. They work on most things, but maybe not these? None of them started. I don't know. Maybe not. That one was already there, wasn't it? Oh, there you go. We got one. Yeah, I think it is working. It's just not... those things are pretty slow either way, right? It took a couple hours to make them full grown. So now that we have the Manasteel, we triggered that event now. I should be able to... I want to test it, actually. Put it down and just see if one happens during the video. If we grab some diamond blocks, let's go ahead and grab like 3. Then we'll just put these down somewhere. Maybe like, doesn't really matter. Right there. And see if they turn into budding amethyst. Actually, I don't know if we can move those after they're without silk touch anyway. So maybe I should put them over here somewhere. We'll just make it a mess. No, I don't want to do that. I want to make it a little better than that. You know what? I'll just do 1. I'll do 1 because right now we have the 3. We're good. I just want to see if it converts anyway, right? So let's go ahead and put 1 down. Let's not put it down there though. Go ahead and do that. We should be able to set up our end stone now, right? So let's go ahead and I guess pull this mesh. Do that. And we need to go ahead and operate these ones first, right? That might help. Could use on you. There's 4 of those. Sweet. We just finished off 4 quests. That's one thing we'll have access to as well. I think this one here is going to start getting netherite. So let's get that one in there. And then I don't need that crushed netherrack at all. Let's just toss that. And then this one here, this one's going to be our end stone, right? So we'll do that and hunt down our tool. Probably ended up in our chest somewhere because that's usually where this thing ends up. Every time I craft something with it. Let's go ahead, grab you. Hunt that down, set the backwards. And then it'll be, from here. Oh, it says on the screen now, sender position. Oh, nice. Okay. So you get a more clear kind of idea what you're doing. Link successfully, receiving from sender. It tells you which way it's going to. That's actually so much easier. So yeah, we should start getting our ender pearl, and we're going to start getting dimensional shards as well from that one. And the other one I need to change right away is this one here. Go ahead and pull out that. Yeah, we got it right. There you go. And this one is the one that's going to get us the Certus. So I need to wait a little bit on this. We do have some Certus that we got from the nether, but now we'll get Certus quartz dust. And I think you get skystone here too, which is another thing you need for AE2. So we're going to go ahead and get into AE2 here, right? So the first thing we're going to do is get into Mekanism, actually, because we need a metallurgic diffuser, and we need an enrichment chamber, which takes a little bit of steel. So we need a couple steel here. So let's go ahead and pop that down. I need to get these in here, that there, this here maybe, and this here. There you go. And I should have a wrench here too. Let's go ahead and grab that. And we'll start pulling out of that battery there. I think they're mostly charged now. And let's go ahead and grab the infuser. To make the steel isn't too bad. Basically, you grab one of these infusers here. How much we need? Just 4. And then we're going to go ahead and throw in a little bit of coal. Actually, how much do you get for putting in a single coal? I can't remember. Go over here, you get carbon, right? So it's 10 per. I think we need to put iron in there 2 times to kind of get it done the way we want. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab 4 here. So basically, you take iron, you pop that in there. That's going to start being processed. Probably speed that up a little bit. There you go. Hopefully it doesn't drain the power. These things are a little touchy with the power. There you go. You get this enriched iron. I'll use a little bit of that carbon that we put in there. Then you do it a second time, and we should get some steel dust here. Then we just need to go ahead and smelt that down. Then we'll have a steel here. So that's how easy it is to make the steel, right? So let's do that. And let's pull you out for a second and pop you in there. Let's go ahead and speed that up again too. Yep, should only take a second. Then we can actually make our casing. Then we can get our enrichment chamber, which is the next step here. So go ahead and grab that. Then go ahead and grab ourselves the actual casing. Oh, we need to make, I didn't see that. We need to make the basic control circuits too. So what is that? 20 redstone and osmium. Okay, so, well, not 20 points worth of. Let's go ahead and do like that many of them, just in case we need some more. Go ahead and drop them in. And then it was osmium, right? So drop that in there. That should be actually enough for 4, right? So let's go ahead, do that. Sweet. We got 2 of those for now. Then we should be able to go ahead and actually grab our enrichment chamber. And with this, the enrichment chamber, I'm pretty sure you could just take the Certus, put it in there, and then it'll actually produce Certus quartz crystals. So that was the whole point of that. So in the future, we could actually just go ahead and make the crystals, right? So without that, we didn't have a way of actually making them from the dust. Now, the next part of this would be to actually get the flux, right? So the flux, in-world transformation, right? So you got to throw it in water, basically. But we need charge first, right? So what we need is to go ahead and grab ourselves, not the inscriber. Where's the chargers? Oh, I didn't pin the charger. Get to charger. Put that down. Just a couple of these. Let's grab a couple of these, actually. Sweet. Just to get us started. These things are kind of manual at the start, too. We'll have to fully automate one of these at one point, but for right now, this is fine. Could pump that down. Then I think all you have to do is grab the Certus, put that in there, right? Make sure we have an offhand, too. Pull it out. It just gets charged up, and then you're good to go. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of this, just to get started. Sweet. Maybe I could do some really lazy automation really quick, just with a drawer or something. But this is fine. It's good enough to get a couple flukes here. Just so, how many do we need to actually get started here? We need 4, and then we need 2. Okay, let's go ahead. 4, that's 6. And this will give us, I think, 8. So let's grab that. Go ahead and grab some redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. And is it quartz dust or quartz? I can't remember. See here. Yeah, it's just straight up quartz, right? I don't think I have any quartz in the system either. So that would be right here. Go ahead and grab that. And basically, you just take this stuff and throw it in the water, right? So we just do that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Throw you in there too. Oh, please stack. Oh, man. Everything's like flowing or something. It's being junky. Vanilla, man. Do that. That. And that. There you go. And try that again. There we go. And if I got that right, it should turn into flukes, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Awesome. So that's how you do it. And we'll be able to automate that process later on. But for right now, that is good. And with that, we should be able to make the cables we need to make, which are these here. We do need to make some of this quartz enriched, though. So let's go ahead and grab that. Get ourselves our cables. So there's one recipe. Then we need to grab the controller as well. But we need a machine casing, which takes the cable. There you go. We actually got our controller. So that's the first part of it. And we'll probably set that up over here somewhere. Probably going to move our setup here, and we'll have a drawer wall here too. We'll have to power that. But the next thing we need to do, I guess, is go ahead and make the grid. And then we're also going to have to make a storage disk. So the storage disk is going to be the big part of it. We're going to need a whole bunch of the processors. I need to kind of figure out what we need here. We're going to need these here, the 1Ks. I'm trying to go for a 64K because 64K will hold 64,000 items and won't have to upgrade it for a while. But it means we'll need 27 of the 1Ks, which means we're going to need a whole bunch of silicon. I thought I saw there was an easier way of making silicon. Maybe there's not, though. Maybe it's just smelt down the dust. Because if not, I may not have enough dust quite yet. But I could just go ahead and use time to bottle this, I guess. There we go. At 128, this thing goes really fast. Look at that. It's just flying along. That's a lot of time used on the bottle, but that's fine. Go ahead, run over here and get this stuff smelted up real quick. Get a whole bunch of our silicon. Oh yeah, time the bottle just makes life so much better. Look at that, everything's going faster. We'll have auto smelting probably set up tomorrow too. That's something we definitely need to get going. Probably set up a big factory or something, right? But yeah, this is basically all I'm going to be doing for a bit. Just need to go ahead and do that and then make a whole bunch of these things, right? Tons of the processors. These that are right here. So I'll be making, yeah, a whole bunch of those. The other machine we're going to need here is going to be the inscriber. So that is going to be something we're going to need as well. I'm doing a bunch of silicon. And then I guess we have some more of this. Do that. That there. There you go. So to actually make the printed circuits, to be able to take these like 1Ks, right, and turn them into the next level, right? We have these ones here. Then the next level after that, I think it's going to take the improves, right? You have to craft these bindings, which is not a big deal. I just bone meal some of the flax there for the string. But the printed circuits, looks like it takes, that's a weird little recipe. Smithing table, I didn't even see that. Go ahead and grab a smithing table. So we can actually get our press for this, right? So let's go ahead and grab you. Do that. We need some paper. If I was a paper, where would I be? Right here. Go ahead and grab that. So I think it was this and this, or was the opposite. There's the silicon press. Then we're going to go ahead and pop that in there. And then we just take the silicon and pop that in there. And this doesn't stack, does it? Or maybe it stacks after the first one. Just a hopper in the back really quick to be able to pop in the silicon. It's going to stack in there. But that's going to be the other stuff we need to be able to make all the processors as well. So yeah, we need to get the processors made. I want to go ahead and get the crafting grid probably done first, right? So it isn't too bad, but we need construction cores, which takes the basic processors. So we're going to need 2 of them. And then we're going to need some of these ones as well, which are the raw improved processors. Probably going to have to go ahead and bone meal a bunch of grass here in a couple minutes too, actually. Because I don't think I actually have enough string. Let's see here. We got some of it here. There you go. And you got to use this to make the binding. Let's go ahead and grab that. This stuff right here, right? At least you get 8 per. I guess, yeah, we got more than enough string for right now. Let's go ahead and make like 2 stacks. Then go ahead and grab the processors. Make the initial 2, I guess. There you go. And then we need 2 of these ones as well. There you go. Let's go ahead and smelt up those 2. Smelt up those 2. And what else do we need for the grid there? That. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then this as well, right? So that looks fine. And once we have this, we just need the storage drive, and this thing's ready to go. Like, this is why I went with this system. I don't think this pack's going to need anything more complicated than refined storage. I know some people just prefer it, but usually I go by need. If I want to go in-depth stuff, I usually prefer 82. And when I just want a nice, simple, really well-working inventory system, I go with this one here, refined storage. What else do we need here? Oh, yeah, the construction core. And then we need the, what was the other core there? I totally lost it. There you go. The destruction core. There you go. And then just the actual grid. Fantastic. And there's one more processor there I just saw. Oh, yeah, one of the advanced. Let's go ahead and grab one of them. And then it doesn't really matter. I'll just pop you there. Get done for me real quick, please. Fantastic. And then we should just need a crafting table probably, and then we're good to go. Awesome. And a crafting grid. Look at that. We got all the stuff. The power of this too, all we have to do is power the actual controller. So at the start anyway, we should only need like one of these actually kind of facing and pointing into it, right? So this should be enough to power it up. Of course, it doesn't have any storage yet, but it will in a couple minutes here. Do I have anything that I can rotate that around? Actually, we might be able to, we have that other wrench here, this one here. It might be able to do that. I guess I need one more processor. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get you in there. Waste some more time. There you go. Go ahead and grab ourselves a wrench here. You. And I don't know if this one works on this, but it does. There you go. Then I can just go ahead and throw some lapis in there, hopefully. So hopefully I got enough of everything. I think I do anyway. So I got 27 of the 1Ks. 36 of the basic processors, 4 of the advanced, and then 12 of the improves, and that should be enough here, right? And I don't know if I have enough enriched quartz. Let's just go ahead and grab some more of that. You know, you burn through a lot of this enriched quartz with refined storage, that's for sure. And then I guess we just go ahead and make the 4K parts, right? So we should be able to make 9 of those if I mapped it out right. And I should be able to make 3 of these. And hopefully I should be able to make 1 of these, right? There you go. And then I could just go to use on that and give it a casing, right? I could have made it with the casing, I think, too. But there you go. 0 of 64,000 items. Nothing should be able to just get thrown into. I didn't make a drive. We need to make the drive. Where's the, I forget what it's called. What for find? Is it called drive? Yeah, one of these things here. Yeah, I forgot this. This is kind of important. I guess we need 1 more of these, and we need 1 more of those. That's good there. And then I should have the rest. So let's go ahead and smelt that up real quick. I think I wasted about an hour of our time in the bottle too, just doing this too, because I wanted to do it real quick. But anyway, go ahead and grab that, do that there. Now we should have working system. Anyway, let's go ahead and find a spot for this. May actually put that one higher now that we have the drive. Go ahead and grab you. Go ahead, pump you up here. Go ahead and put the crafted grid on top. Oh, put up there. There you go. Sweet. Actually, I don't like that. I usually have the drive underground. So what we'll do for right now is this here. There you go. It'll end up in a different spot anyway. So let's put it here. And we'll just put it beside it for right now. Let's do that. Go ahead and put the drive right there. And then we can start storing items on here. No problem. And doing this and just pulling stuff out on that jazz. Shouldn't use too much power. I'll have to get a proper battery for these two. I was going to use this battery over here, like the ones we had, right? So, did I put the other one down? I don't know where I put the other battery at. But these ones here can't send and receive at the same time. They can only send or receive. I didn't realize that. So, we'll need a different battery for that. So, I mean, I'll use those to charge something, but it doesn't matter too much. But I'll have to move everything in here now, basically. So, I'll be, I guess the next little bit here will be cleaning out all these inventories here, making sure I don't put in anything that I'm going to end up wanting to store in a drawer wall as well. So anything I can store in, well, anything I know we'll have thousands of, right? So like bone meal, I won't put that in there because I know in time I'm going to have thousands of that. So I'm going to save that for a drawer wall. But everything else, I'm just going to throw in here and just going to store it. I won't put anything that isn't processed either, too, stuff like that. We'll make sure that gets processed outside the system before it comes in the system, just so it doesn't make a mess of stuff. So, yeah, I just got to get everything moved over here. Also, I want to change that slightly, too. So we want that on large. Then the search box, I usually turn it to JEI synchronized. And the reason I do that is, if I go back out and back in and click in here, say if I go to, say, furnace now, right? It searches in here, looks for furnaces, and in JEI at the same time. So I can see if I have it, and if not, I can just go ahead and craft it, right? As long as I have the stuff in there to craft it. So that's the way I usually leave that. Everything else you can set it how you want, ascending, descending, stuff like that. But let me go ahead and get everything in here. And yeah, we got fine storage hype, inventory system hype, right? And a big one, 64,000. Good to start. So I think this is a good wrapping up point. It's going to give me time to go ahead and sort out our inventory, get everything into our system, and everything ready to go, right? So I also need to kind of plan what I'm going to do with my platform, because I have to say, the fact that they gave us a nice platform, like our island, is so nice. It's kind of a curse. It's a curse. I'm telling you, it's a curse. Because I don't want to just build platforms off it, just like, floating platforms, and have them look silly. You know what I mean? It needs to kind of go with the island. So yeah, I have to think about what I'm going to do with this island, so I can decide what I'm going to do outside the island. It's a thing. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. As always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.